Hello there. Oh, I'm so sorry. It just, yeah, I went away for a minute. I'm going to do something special that I haven't done in a very, very long time. Welcome. I am Mojo Medium, aka Susan Morrow Johnson, aka Susan, Susie, Mommy. I don't know what, it depends on when you met me. So, hi, how are you? I am going to do some card readings for you today, and we're just going to take our time. This is not the kind where you would put a question in there because I know I'm live, but we're doing it this way. You can put some of the things in the comments that I tell you. Just stand by. We're going to do this. Okay. We're going to start with one card from the Good News Only fortune telling cards that are of my own creation. I was divinely inspired to create these cards some long years ago because when people found out that I was a psychic medium, sometimes they would say, "Oh no, what terrible thing is about to befall me? What awful thing do I need to be worried about, concerned about, get ready for, prepare for, all that?" And it was just like, oh, no, you need to look for the good because if you look for the bad, guess what you get? And if you look for the good, and you know what? Your brain is always on the lookout for danger, literal, figurative, emotional, physical. So you don't have to consciously look out for danger because your subconscious and other parts of your brain have that covered, right? So if you're always like, "Oh, I hope it's not a bad day," or "I hope I don't get in a car wreck," you don't have to do that. Okay. It's in fact, it's just using your imagination. Worry is using your imagination to create something you don't want, right? So these cards give you something to look forward to in the next few days to a week, whenever you might see this. Okay. You may be watching this in the replay. It's totally fine because it is for you when you see it. That's the cool thing about some of the ways of the universe. Okay. So each of these cards has a word or phrase that can only be interpreted as good news, and it will give you something to look forward to in the next few days to a week. Now, the other cool brain thing about this is that when you are looking forward to something, and when you have joyful anticipation and expectation, you get dopamine released into the pleasure centers of your brain. And we know about dopamine, right? It feels good. So you'll actually be happier if you're always expecting something good. Okay, got it. Okay, and that's also part of manifestation, but we're not going to get into that right now. All right, I'm going to shuffle the good news only oracle cards 3 times, and then I'll draw a card for you, and we'll see what you've got to look forward to in the next few days to a week. Very cool, no matter who and where you are. All right, that was just two, right? Okay, deck is shuffled, deck is split, and here's your card. Desired outcome. Oh, I love that. I love that. I have some desired outcomes that are, I would love to have them come true. So, desired outcome, meaning obviously that the outcome of whatever it is you're doing is going to be the one that you want, right? Okay, you knew that. Th- you know what's funny is this seems to pertain to your car. That's really weird. It can't be about your car, can it? I mean, the first thing I thought of was something I'm working on, turning out even better than I had hoped for, but interesting. So if it is about your car, then it's going to turn out even better than you hoped, which is good. Maybe you were hoping to get a used car and you're going to wind up with a brand new one instead. I don't know. Or maybe the repairs are going to be less than you expected. I hate for that to be the good news, although it would be a good news. If you went into the mechanic and were expecting to pay him $1,000 and you only had to pay him 300, I mean, that would, yeah, okay. So see how that turns out for you. Look forward to a desired outcome and then let me know. Let me know. You can always reach me at mojomedium@gmail.com. I have things going on that are not necessarily on the website, which is mojomedium.com. And so that sometimes you just have to email me and go, "Hey, what is this?" Or you can message me here on Facebook. It's fine. Okay, now we're going to do what I call 3 by 3. All right, so I'm going to walk you through this. It is the basic basis of it is three deep breaths, three shuffles of the deck, and three cards dealt out. Okay. So let's walk through this. I'm using my favorite deck, Magical Mermaids and Dolphins by Doreen Virtue. I've had them for many years. And in fact, I'm on my second deck because I wore out the first one and I'm not making that up. My hair's doing something weird. I'm looking Muppety again today. I need a haircut. Okay, three deep breaths. While you are taking your deep breaths, I want you to focus on this particular thought. I call on my angels and guides, as well as all those who have my best interests at heart. I'll repeat it one more time for those in the back. I call on my angels and guides, as well as all those who have my best interests at heart. Okay. Now, I like to fold my hands like this so that I'm crossing the midline. I cross my ankles. Don't do this if you're driving. And then close your eyes again, not if you're driving. And let's do the three deep breaths and our little thought. Okay. Ready? Okay. Good. Now I'm going to shuffle this deck three times. And I want you to imbue the deck with your thought of your biggest concern, question, or problem right now. Now, if you have too many to pick just one, they are all equally important. Or if you can't think of anything, oh my gosh, she's asking me for a specific thing. I can't think of anything. That's fine. Just relax and use the default question, what do I need to know right now? And you can add, what do I need to know right now about XYZ, about my mom or about my job or about my car. Okay. All right. So we're going to imbue the deck with our concerns and questions. Okay. Me too. So get ready three times. All right. You all set? Did you imbue it real good? Okay. I'm going to cut the deck and deal out three cards face down. I want you to think of one, two, or three. Don't give it too much thought. Just pick a card, any card, one, two, or three. Okay. By the way, I like to write these down for myself. So I'm going to make a note of that really quick. Good news only was desired outcome. About your car, we don't know. I'll be eager to hear from you if that's what it was. And then we've got one, two, and three. And I like to participate, so I'm going to choose a card too. Okay. Are you ready? You've chosen one, two, or three. Now, I want to tell you this. You've chosen that card to call your own. However, anytime you are witness to someone else's reading, card reading, psychic reading, medium reading, whatever it is, you are likely to get messages and answers in other people's readings as well. Okay. So if what that means is that you may get messages and answers from the other two readings that you didn't choose. Okay. So just because you chose card number two doesn't mean that, if one resonates with you, it doesn't mean that, oh, well, it wasn't for me though. It wasn't for me. I wish it was for me. No, it is for you. Okay. If it resonates with you, it means something to you, it's yours. Okay. Ready? All right. Now, if you chose card number one, this is your card. Watch your thoughts. It's important to think only about what you desire, not what you fear. Always good advice. Oh, let's see what this is about. Watch your thoughts. Now, this is interesting because it doesn't seem to be about what you desire, what you fear, but it's watch your thoughts about other people. Have you been judging people, Mary? Have you been judging? Hmm? Yeah, so watch your thoughts about other people. And in fact, I would even go a little further with it and say, when you catch yourself thinking negatively about someone, stop for a minute and say, okay, I'm going to try to change this habit, and I'm going to name one positive thing about that person that I can think of. Okay. Okay, that's a fun, kind of a fun exercise, and it'll make you happier, I promise. Okay. If you chose card number two, this is yours, helpful person. Someone wants to help you. Think of who that might be and initiate contact. Okay. So often, I cannot tell you how often this card in a reading with the client, in a one-on-one reading, is about real estate. I can't tell you how many times that helpful person who wants to help you think of who that might be and initiate contact turns out to be a realtor. It's just, it's funny. Excuse me. Okay. Honestly, it feels like it's your mom. And I don't think I've had that come up with this card in a very long time, if ever, but it's your mom. Now, if you don't have a mom, if your mom's passed, if you are an orphan, if you don't talk to your mom, then it will be your mom, someone you consider to be a mom, a second mom, uh, someone who is maternal. Okay, does that make sense? I mean, it could be your mother-in-law, it could be your sister, it could be, uh, it could be your dad. But that's who that is. Helpful person. Someone wants to help you with the thing that you imbued the deck with. Think of who that might be and initiate contact. So reach out to your mom or mother figure, as the case may be. All right. If you chose card number three, this is your card. Explore your options. It's a good time. It's time to look at other possibilities, and it's a good time to make changes. Let's see what this is about. Ooh. Okay. So this comes up around your health and or your wardrobe or appearance. Around your appearance. Yeah. Good time to make changes, good time. It's time to look at other possibilities and good time to make changes. Okay, interesting. So yeah, it does feel like it's about um, your body or your appearance, your wardrobe. So if you are thinking whatever your question was about, if it was about health, then it's time to do something different about your health. If it's about your wardrobe and how you look and you've been wanting to be more respected or wanted to feel more casual so you fit in better or whatever, this is a great time to do it and do it now. Okay. All right. So that's where we are today. I have a new sign off. It's been a long time since I did one of these, but I do have a new sign off, and that is this. It is my sassy East Texas way of saying love one another because love one another is so Jesus, right? And I'm not Jesus. You might have guessed. So my sassy East Texas way of saying that is y'all fight nice. Thanks for watching. I will see you soon.